Hi guys, Fat Chance in Las Vegas, or Fat Chance in Vegas, or Charles Chance, whatever. I'm here to explain, uh, yeah, Hackamania. Back to the hack. I know it's all reversed. Uh, I don't know how to turn off mirror image. Uh, I'm just too fucking lazy. But anyway, what happened? Well, first of all, I show up on a Thursday morning, uh, 9th, 9th, I guess, maybe the 8th. I have no idea. Uh, didn't do the research, whatever. I showed up on a Thursday, and it's like, okay, check in, go upstairs, and around, later in the day, evening, I uh, went down. It's like everybody's like supposed to meet at the carousel bar. This is like a day early. This is just like, I don't know, whatever. So I show up and I just, man, I'm not a people person, but, I just try to, sneak in, whatever. Somebody's like, oh, hey, Charles, hey. I'm like, oh, whatever. It's a nice guy. It's like PPA podcast. I don't know. Sorry if I get your name wrong. Just forgive me. Yeah. Uh, Next thing is like, I see Carl Hamburger right over the, on the other side. And then I see his much superior brother, Grant. Yeah, he starts talking to me. He's like, blah, 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 blah. Man, he's throwing it out. I'm like, you're pretty, yeah. Like, because I thought it was Carl. They look like, and Grant was like, no, I'm his older brother. I'm like, fucking cool. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, I'm, I don't know, I'm doing what I do. I'm drinking, whatever alcohol that, I purchased or brought with me, just kind of like one of those things, and, it was like, Grant, super nice guy. Carl, I don't know. I don't know about that guy. I think he's kind of shady, but neither here nor there. Whatever. It was like, we're doing moment time. Things at a moment. But I think I met, Patrick Melton at that time. Things are starting to like haze out on me. And I'll explain that a little later in the video. So I'm sitting there, like, it's like, oh man, that's cool. I got to see producer Chris, and I got to see, all these guys that I've been watching for like, years. Just, and they're all just like, regular guys, like trying to put it out, which is funny. I mean, it's pretty cool. It was like, I think it's, I think a lot of things are funny. That probably a lot of people think, you're sick, man. I'm like, no, it's funny. It was like, and isn't the whole point of Hackamania is just to be funny or to make people laugh? Whatever. I will, is like, because I know I'm going to forget, is like I'm working on like a weird, mental loop. So, uh, and I'm not doing this from a script. If I wrote it out, then, it'd be easy. But I'm trying to do this, from the, what little brain matter I have. Um, it's like one of those things. Uh, God, I lost my thought. Holy shit. Anyway, I met, quite a few people at the carousel outside of, you know, Thursday night uh, at Plaza Hotel, you know, and then, you know, everything kind of winds down, you know. I met that PPA, podcast, whatever. Kind of met Carl. Really met his brother. Think I met Patrick, but don't know. But I met him later. Next thing. Okay. Somehow I get to my room, which is cool. Get to my room is like, all I want to do is like, I want to be horizontal. I don't care. I just want to be, I want to be laying down flat on a bed and whatever. Which, mission accomplished, I do. So, next thing. Friday morning happens. Friday morning. Hey, Charles, come on down. Boop, come on down. Like, and I'm still fucked up. Yeah, I have a few medications that I have to take. Unfortunately, those medications are not compatible with alcohol. Go figure. Well, I'm like a dude from, the 80s. It was like, and, they were doing, like, coke and heroin and everything else off, everything. Just, I was like, whatever. I'll just take my meds and, I could probably, drink a couple of 3 beers, So I go down and, it's all fun and games. It's funny. I go up on stage with Patrick Milton and his, side dude or whatever, and, like, I just go on stage and, I'm thinking, I can drink whatever. I feel pretty good. And then, unfortunately, I just had a couple beers before. It was cool. So I stepped down and, God bless him. Grant Hamburger, he was the one. He helped me down. It was like, and if you guys don't know, I have a little bit of a neuropathy problem, so my balance is like, I can be string straight sober for a year. It was like, close my eyes, walk across the room with eyes closed. I probably couldn't do it, but whatever. But Grant helped me down. Next thing you know, I'm going to the bar, whatever. Just like sitting there. I think I ordered me a drink. And what happened was, there's a girl. I think it was Ellie Ann. And I kind of started talking to her. It was like, and then, swear to God, here's how it worked. Bloop. I woke up Wednesday. I don't know what the fuck happened from here to there to, it was like, how did I go from, you know, how did it happen? I don't know. Hey. I don't know if any of you are Devo fans, but, hey, I'm pretty, I'm in tune. But anyway, it was like one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, shit. Fuck, I didn't know. I have no clue. What happened is like I met that Ellie. I met her and super nice. And then from that point till the point I came home, there's like, over $200 on my, it's not her fault. No. I'm not blaming her. It was like, I'm blaming me. I did something that, where I wanted to, give everybody a shot. I don't know how the fuck is like, man, I seen that. I was like, man, giving 200, giving shots to everybody. I'm like, oh, fuck. Man, I was fucked up. But, oh well. It is funny. And last but not least, I go up to my room Friday after I step off, from Nobody Likes Onions. Patrick stepped off, go to the bar, and people are buying me drinks. You guys won. You got me so fucked up. I was like, I don't remember a goddamn thing. Which is, it's mission accomplished. I'm a nobody. I'm a zero. But, it is funny. And somehow I got to my room and so Friday night, Saturday, I don't even know what I did. Sunday, don't even know. Monday, don't even know. Yeah. We got a neighbor that's doing illegal rebuilds or some shit. That's why you're hearing all the alarm noise. Kind of sucks. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know if you guys can hear, my sister's alarm. And then the guy, he's got like some kind of, deep-throated throbble. Whatever. But anyway, so I go, somehow I make it up to the room. It's like one of those things like, man, you're in your room. Like, yeah, you're gonna, it's like, there's nothing you can, it's like, you're in your room. What the fucking happened? It's like, I can tell you what can happen. You can hear some fucktard, oh God, just revving his engine. Ugh. Fortunately, I can't do what I want to do, but whatever. God, I wish my sister's alarm would quit going off. Okay, cool. Noise is gone. The noise is done. But anyway, it's like, God, I lost my train of thought. Thank you, fucking stupid fucking neighbor. Ugh. But anyway, it's pretty much one of those things where I go upstairs, I lay down, and I just have a pass out sleep. And then, the kicker, that was supposed to be, for, people. I was like, gonna be like, hey, come on, have a shot, whatever, just, have a shot or two on me in my room. I bought like, some Booze Brothers vodka, made in Sparks, Nevada. At least it used to be. But, I was going to invite people up. Like, yeah, that shit didn't happen. Sorry, guys. I got to my room. I laid there and, I started sipping. Yeah, I started sipping on the vodka. What's gonna happen? Well, what's gonna happen is, Wednesday, uh, Wednesday at 11 is like, because you told him Tuesday, it was like, I'm buying an extra day. Wednesday, what happens is like, I'll buy another day. It's like, and the hotel just ain't gonna, they're like, you're not, you need to get the fuck out. And it's like, whatever. It's like, so, in all honesty, it's like, I remember Thursday, at the carousel, meeting all those, wonderful people, PPA and, Carl and Grant and Patrick and producer Chris and just all these people, it's like flooding my mind, and then, Friday is like, go downstairs, like, whatever, maybe toss a few. Is like, then go up on stage and, whatever, and then, then just pushed out, like, you said your piece. You made fun of Carl. Yeah, that's cool. And then, nothing. I don't remember shit. After I stepped off stage with Patrick and his buddy, is like, I was fucking, I just have glimpses of memory. I just remember meeting a girl, whatever, kind of had a little, talk to, with each other. I mean, and then met an asshole, which, kind of always thought he was an asshole, but whatever. It was like, so, I don't know what to say, it was like, I was drunk and under the influence, so that was my experience at Hackamania. Hopefully Hackamania 3, Hack to the Future, Hack to the Future? Yeah, I thought of that. But anyway, I don't know. Hack 3, whatever. And whoever got $200 worth of drinks, you know, I salute you. Giving you the salute. But, bye guys. I'm sorry. This is just so fucking disjointed. It was like, I just wanted to show off my Devo shirt because I am, be stiff. I'm a man of the 80s. Peace out, Boy Scout.